And he's a solid defender as well. Very tricky.
10-0 points in the paint. Harper spins it up and in.
Oh, he's got that little reverse or behind the
Start this
This
game.
is a bit of a win when he's out there shooting three balls, as big as strong as he is.
Keldon powers through. Keldon powers it up.
Contested jumper.
Kornet, nice defense. And loose ball foul on Orlando. Suggs again. Way off that time. Loose ball picked up by Harper. Harper with a burst. Dylan Harper hangs in. Got it. Lost it. Drives. Keldon. Got to put it up. Got it off and switched it.
Go ahead, kill it.
Fox guarded by Wagner. The two stars. Fox another step back. The three is good. De'Aaron Fox is clutch. Timeout Orlando. Fox responds. De'Aaron Fox right on time.
Eventually.
Looking. Black goes to the rim. Wagner had time. And Kornet sends it out at the buzzer. And the Spurs escape Orlando with a dub.
That was for you, Scarlett Estevez, a.k.a. Gwen Flores or Violet, for your Bismack Biyombo 18th birthday. Excuse me, I just got through eating mozzarella sticks from TGI Fridays for dinner, but boy, what a game. Sorry, Mr. Charnago. This one belonged to me tonight, but either way, you guys still played a hell of a game and put up a hell of a fight, except unfortunately, it just wasn't good enough for the silver and black from the Alamo City, the 210. But where do we begin with this? And just notice the difference between the game review I did earlier today, technically yesterday at work, going over the game from last night, technically 2 nights ago. Well, it's much quieter here at home. So let's see, where do we start? Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant sharing the floor together. Once again, beautiful. We normally are clutch in the fourth quarter. We normally have good fourth quarters, but it was a topsy-turvy fourth quarter this time, and the Magic were by far the better team in the fourth quarter, and somehow we still came away with the victory by actually making the right plays and coming in clutch when it mattered most, and not being careless and letting the Magic get easy shots and easy plays to benefit them when it mattered most, because if we did, then it would have been a nightmare for us. And no birthday eve win for Scarlett Estevez. But oh my god, man, I mean, literally, when Kornet swatted that shit into the front row behind the fucking basket, the Magic basket where the Orlando was shooting in the second half, I literally blew the roof off my fucking house. That's how loud I screamed, to the point where my grandfather was in the chair up above me trying to sleep, and he couldn't fall asleep because I kept going crazy with the game until my mom told him the solution: go upstairs to your bedroom and you don't have to worry about it. Well, he won't have to worry about it on Friday night when the Spurs, well, we'll get to that at the end of the video, but and he did, and so it solved the problem. And I'm pretty sure by the time Kornet had that game-winning block, or game-saving block, as some people will call it, he probably already upstairs and didn't have to worry about me almost blowing the roof off this house. Oh man, that was kind of giving me a scare when Orlando was clawing their way back in it, and they had that that foul on the 3-point line. But then we kind of returned the favor by having them commit a silly foul on Fox. Whereas, Fox was going for the game-winning shot, and turned out to be game-winning free throws, and then a game by Swipa, and then a game-saving block by Kornet. I mean, we literally controlled most of the game. Usually these Spurs games, no matter if it's against good teams or bad teams, usually start off neck and neck with the other team, but it depends on how well we play and or how bad the other team plays, or how much better than we play than the other team. We played a little bit better than them for the majority of the second part of the, last part of the first half, which is why we had a semi-huge lead. And we played good in the fourth quarter, except they kind of had a little bit of an end of third quarter surge to pull within striking distance. And then we kept a semi-huge lead until we started, look like we were going to give it away. But you know, this Spurs team in the fourth quarter, no matter how much they get too complacent and relaxed by you know, when it comes to having a big lead, thinking it's all fine and dandy, the other team will never catch up, no matter how good or bad they are. Well, using lessons from last year and the previous 5 seasons before that, they learn how to like hold on to the lead and make sure to not let a winnable game slip away when they had it in hand. So they can't much to come in clutch and remember how to play basketball when it mattered most. Where in the last 6 seasons they would build a big lead and then forget how to play basketball and never figure it out until it was too late. So hell, even the games where it went to overtime over the years and those 6 years, it's like they never overtime. You would think they would figure it out, but very rarely they did. But 10% of the time they did, 90% of the time they didn't. But this Spurs team, even without Wembanyama and Castle, is not only nowhere near the level of the Spurs team in the last 6 years, including Wembanyama's first 2 years, but they're nowhere near how the Spurs of the last 6 years would forget how to play basketball. At least these Spurs actually probably realized what they were doing wrong. They're looking at all the film history from the last 6 years, like, this is what we need to do if we blow big leads. And guess what? They studied what they could fix, and, you know, this goes to show the Spurs team is built different than the last 6 years and knows how to turn up the intensity whenever they really look like they're going to blow a big lead and, you know, let a winnable game slip away. But, man, that was some game. Oh, my goodness. But now we can go to we end this video with the next game. We're going to have a special Spurs Roundup episode tomorrow, or technically later on today after our session with Cassie up here in the suite is done. So of what we will see in tomorrow and Friday night's game, because guess what? The next game, hopefully we can play this good on Friday night when I'm at the game in person, and hopefully this time not give me a scare like I'm going to make it slip away, especially since we're going against fake Cal Petty, and again on the fraudulent team known as the Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, the 2016 Mickey Mouse champions. We're hopefully going to take the fight to those bozos and show them how San Antonio owns them all time and always. San Antonio how am I going to put it? We're going to show them not only how San Antonio will always be better than Cleveland all time period, forever and ever, but we're going to show them why we made them our bitch in 2007 and why they've always been our bitch and always will be our bitch. And that is going to be the hill I'll die on, and it's always it's going to be until the end of time. We're going to show them that they are our bitch. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. And I will see you all for the Spurs Roundup episode, which will be, I think, the Avery Johnson installment. So therefore, it's just going to be of what we might see on Friday. And there might be some like mini standalone clips in the formal that Emily and I may capture, whether it be for her channel, my channel, or a little bit of both. So just be on the lookout for that. So I have to figure out, I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know what I'm doing Saturday. Probably going to sleep in and rest, because I'm going to be too fucking tired from dancing up a storm and dancing up a storm and dancing up a storm in the first half of the day and cheering up a storm for my Spurs in the second half of the day. So at least Saturday we can sleep all day, I guess. But, you know, the next Spurs game after that, I'll have to double check and see. But, you know, I'll catch you guys in the next upload whenever that may come. And as always, go Spurs, go!
Go Spurs, go!
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.